Hello guys, are you also confused about when you should be crouching and when you shouldn't be in Valorant? Today we'll discuss about that thing only. Okay, so let's understand what happens when you crouch and let's see, okay? The first thing is whenever you crouch, your mobility goes away. First thing, you cannot like walk faster while crouching, okay? Another thing is when you crouch and you try to move again, your mobility or your movement gets slower, right? So this way you become an easier to hit target. Second thing, whenever you crouch, you actually throw off or throw away the opponent's crosser placement. If it's a good lobby, they usually will be aiming at the head level, right? But if you're crouching, you're actually below their crosshair, so they'll have to like readjust and then try to kill you. Okay, now I'll show you when you should be crouching, when you shouldn't be. The first basic idea is, if you can be peeked from multiple different direction and from multiple people, you shouldn't be crouching. Like I showed you in my movement video, right? If you miss your bullet, you should be moving. But if you are trying to complete a kill and if you crouch, okay, and if someone else is peeking, now you cannot move and dodge the bullets, right? So you're an easier to hit target. So if you know that multiple people can peek you, you shouldn't be crouching. But if you're in a one-on-one kill and you wanna just throw off their crosshair placement, or you just wanna, when they're fighting, you just wanna crouch so that they have to like readjust their crosshair, then you can definitely crouch if it's a one-on-one duel and no one else can peek you. And this way sometimes it's easier to control your bullets as well. Okay, I'll show you some examples so you can better understand this. So the first clip I'll show you, this is like a clip where I was like playing a deathmatch and showing my student like how to like play like different scenarios. So here, since I know no one else can peek us and I can crouch in this scenario, so I crouch here. Okay, in the second kill as well, I know no one else can peek us here, and this is like an isolated duel, so I also crouched here to complete the kill, you see. But when I go in the third kill, okay, I know I can be peeked from garage if I make sound here, right? So I'm not gonna crouch here. Let's see. See, I'm not crouching because I know someone else can peek me from another position. Okay, so this is one example. Another example is where you can also crouch. Okay, this is a clip which I've already shown you in my movement guide video, and I'll just show you an example here. Okay, this guy killed the second person, okay, or he was about to kill the second person, but another guy already peeked. So this guy is actually ready to shoot him, right? And he don't have enough time to move away. In these kind of scenarios, you can also crouch. Okay, you see he crouched and the opponent's bullets just whiffed. But what is important is he crouched at the last kill, so that is very impressive. Let's see another example where I was teaching a student, and I told him where he could have crouched. Like here, you see two people are peeking him. Okay, two people, and he's still completing the first kill. And here, if he would have crouched here, this guy wouldn't have killed because he hit headshot to him, and his crosshair would have just it wouldn't make sense because he's aiming at the head. And now if this person just crouch, he can easily kill him, right? So in these kind of scenarios, you can crouch. Another example which I want to show you guys is this one. This is one of my clips, and I was just executing, and let's see what happens here. Okay, so basically what I did, I peeked here, I saw two people. Okay, and I didn't crouch at the first kill, but I crouched because I wanted to repeak and I didn't wanted this jet to go away. Okay, and this way he's aiming at the head and he won't be able to hit me bullets, and I can hit him headshot. So when you want to repeak into an angle where someone is just pre-aiming you, you can again crouch and make their crosshair placement like does not make sense. Last example I would show you, you can have like a high-low position like this with your teammate. So when someone peeks, you're actually holding them together. You can shoot that person at the same time, but the other person can also not kill you both because one person is crouched and one person is standing, so their bullets wouldn't hit both of you. Another thing which you need to make sure here is that if you're doing this high-low setup anywhere, okay, you shouldn't be just staying at the just behind the person, because if that person is shooting at body, his every bullet is just penetrating through both of you, right? So you should stand a little on the right or left. Okay, so this way you both can shoot at the person as well. Also, the other person cannot shoot you both in like one bullet, or his bullets are just not shooting through both of you. Like here, if you see an example, I'm standing slightly to the left, so if someone peeks, his bullets are not connecting to both of us, right? So this is an example which you can also implement. Okay, another thing which I have seen people make mistakes at, that whenever they hold an angle, and when they want to crouch, they usually would hold it like, wider to the angle, and that is bad. Why? Because if you miss the bullet, or if they are like peeking like two people, then you just cannot go back to the cover fast enough, right? So whenever you hold an angle, you should always be taking a very small or tight angle. This way, even if you miss your shot, you can just easily go back to the cover. Okay, unless you have an op where you can just, have like an off angle, and you can just hit like a shot, and you can just go back to the cover, right? One last thing which we'll talk about is, if you're stuck in a position and it's a one and done position, let's say someone spotted me and he's just peeking into me, at that point also I can crouch, because either way I don't have anywhere else to move now. Okay, and he's peeking into me, so you usually would have like a headshot, crosshair placement height, right? And then if I crouch, I'm basically, just having an advantage where he's aiming at my head, but I'm just crouching and he cannot shoot me, right? So in one and done positions where you have like no other option, you can still crouch. But remember, this trick will usually work in like higher rank lobbies, but if you go like in very low rank lobbies like silver or bronze, this thing might not work, because usually people just aim at bodies only there, so if it doesn't work for you in that ranks, don't come to me and say anything. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, do drop a like and subscribe to this channel and share this with your friends. I'll see you in the next one.